But I was going to say, yes. So it's not the people around us, our family, our close friends that are going through all those emotions. We are as well, on top of having hormone therapy, which is, it's basically getting rid of the testosterone in your body and filling you up with estrogen, which we as males are not used to. We do have a little bit of estrogen, and some males have more estrogen than others in their body. Mine was virtually, there's a line, there's a graph like that, and then there's a line through the middle going up like that, perpendicular. That's the word, perpendicular, going up like that. And I was literally just above the female line, literally just above. So that was that would say, sort of why I wasn't so hairy. Why I was quite effeminate, because people would say, oh, you look like a girl, you sound like a girl, you're doing this like a girl, you act like a girl, and it was like, it wasn't like, oh, you're acting gay and everything like that. It was like, oh, you're acting like a girl, you're very feminine, Tony, you're not gay, you're very feminine, things you do is very feminine. And well, there you go. He's wrecking something in there at the moment. Oh dear, dread to think what it is, dread to think. What are you doing? It's coming out now. But yes, so it was an eye-opener really, to find out that that I wasn't as male as I was supposed to have been, I suppose. I was assigned this body, not this body, but the male body at birth, but not as much of the testosterone as the male should have. Simba, what are you doing? Come here. But hey, and for that reason, the estrogen started working very, very quickly with me. It was like within 3 weeks I had tiny little boobs and everything. And another thing as well, I have to point out that not all trans women grow natural boobs. I don't know why, I really don't know why, but a lot of trans women have implants. Thankfully, I didn't have to, which I'm quite pleased about, and I'm well pleased about. But maybe when I'm older, I might get implants just to lift them or whatever, because I know that because they're huge and they're going to be past my knees by the time I'm 80, I can tell you. So maybe when I'm about 80 years old, I might have implants just to raise, or sort of a breast augmentation and a lift at the same time. So I'll be an 80-year-old glamour puss. I will be, still with red hair. My mate Gina and I have decided that when we're in the care home, we're going to sit in our wheelchairs and all in front of our Zimmer frames and just ogle all the nice male carers that are going to be working in the care home. We're going to have a room next to each other, so we can have a sneaky vodka every evening. That's our plan. That sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? So my plan for now is, especially in this weather, is get everyone to get deck chairs, go to the local park with the dogs, and sit in your deck chairs, swigging gin, and maybe a few vol au vents as well with it, and maybe a few cucumber sandwiches, and just sit there by the river, let the dogs run and play together, and we just sit there and enjoy ourselves, because it's just too hot to run around after dogs. But I'm waffling on again and again and again, nothing to do. And another thing as well, I've been asked yet again, the second person has asked me to do makeup videos and stuff like that. I'm not I'm not going to do my makeup on camera, because it's just bad enough showing my face like this without bloody having the glasses off and showing you full blast. Honestly, just won't cope with it. But I will show you one time. One time I will show you what makeup I do use, and in what and what have, like the primer first and then the powder. If it's just the daytime, for the if I'm going out for the night, which is very, very rarely nowadays, I'll put foundation on as well as the primer. But with me, I'm blessed really with that. I don't have any blemishes, which is really good. But unfortunately, I do have to shave still. I know. I still have to shave this eek, this face visage. I have to still. I tried electrolysis, which killed, and it was just a tiny, about a 10p piece like that. And then I had to go over it over 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, because new growth and everything, and would never ever get rid of it. And the laser treatment only works on hair that's coloured. Like it won't work on blonde hair or grey. So that didn't work either, because I was getting lighter and lighter here. So I did have patches here and there that still had colour. Pardon me. Oh God, that bloody cellular blanket from M&S, honestly. Still repeats, but it's good. It's good for the figure. I want a high fiver. Yes, so whittering on again, but yes, I still have to shave. I've still got no eyebrows. It's been decades now. Yes. Oh, and by the way, I had a couple of people telling me that they couldn't find me on YouTube. So what I've done is I was under a brand account, which is like I branded myself, not with a cattle brand. It was like just branded myself up. So I've now changed it into a personal account with YouTube. So hopefully everybody will be able to find me and look for me and throw daggers at me and sort of have print pictures of me out, so just to put in the windows at Halloween to scare the kids and everything. So all well and good, and to deter burglars. There you go. Post a picture of me in the window and you'll be burglar proof for the rest of your days, I can tell you. No burglar will want to come in after seeing that face in the window, I can tell you. You don't need a dog, you just need a picture of Tony in the window. Bang! They'll run a mile, honestly. They really will. But yes, I don't know what I'm talking about again today. I'll have to write stuff down, I really do, but so it's just one of those things I just witter on. Even if I write stuff down, I'll just digress and work away from those. So anyway, this is a long one. I'm going to leave you to it. It's just, sometimes it just feels like a couple of minutes I've been chatting, but hey, it's been 22 minutes and 33 seconds, so I might have to cut this in half. And well, if I just carry on whittering on, I might be able to do like 2 15-minute segments of this for you to watch. So isn't that marvellous for you? Aren't I? Oh, I'm spoiling you. You are spoiling us, madame. Yes, I am spoiling you. 2 videos in one day. Wow. Aren't you the lucky ones? Poor buggers, honestly. There you go. Yeah, can't help some people, can you? Let's see, anyway, so, oh, there you go, there's the local cafe downstairs there, opposite me, so, people running in and out and everything on the outside. Oh, and another thing is I'm very happy, right near me, there's tattoo shops just open next door to me. And in the last week or so, I've been hearing a huge motorbike pulling up and then leaving and everything. So I don't know what kind of motorbike it is. I will catch it. It sounds like a Harley. I know nothing about motorbikes, but I love motorbikes. I adore them, but I'll never ride one. And I like men with tattoos, especially buff men, especially muscular men. And if they're intelligent muscular man who wears a suit, that's me. And you don't know that he's got covered in tattoos underneath. And then he takes the suit off, and I say, bang, covered in tattoos. That's what I like. That's what I like. I think that is so classy. A guy in a suit, but with tattoos as well. It's like I'm just hello. I'm going backwards and forwards here. Yeah, no, there you go. Stay there, you. Stay there. For some reason, don't know what's wrong with this. Ah, there we go. Oh, no, that was too close. Now that's scared you, lot, don't it? That's see, that's scared, yes. Not blooming scared. Ugh. See, that's scared. Yeah, this one, it's just this bloody stick thing. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm holding it at the top now. There, it's my arm stretched out. But yes. So there you go. I've been waffling on 25:42. So I shall be editing this. Well, not editing, just cutting stuff out. So I won't be redoing anything. It's pointless doing it because I just waffle on anyway. So whatever I don't say today will be said next time. So yeah, and I say this again, all you trans people out there. Don't feel as if you're totally alone. I know it's a very lonely journey that we go on, and but the end justifies the means, as it were. You know, so like share the journey with your loved ones, with your family, with your close friends, with your partner, whatever, and that way they will understand. But like I said, no one will totally understand. Like other trans women can't understand what I went through because we all go through things in our own little way. You know, that my journey is different from everybody else's journey, and everybody else's journey is different from everyone else's journey. So we all have our own little journeys, which I think is lovely, which I think is gorgeous, and I think we should share that more. You'd think about the seaside, wouldn't you, with all them seagulls? I'm about 6 miles away from the beach. Seagulls everywhere. But no, it would be nice. Grief, right? Hold tight, Tony. Hold tight. You know, so it would be lovely if more trans people, trans women especially, trans men, seem to not be as political. I have met a couple of trans men that are highly political, and I did not like the way they were acting and everything. And I'm like that with some trans women as well, because why make life more difficult for yourself? It is hard enough. Life is hard enough as it is, and it's even harder for a trans person, trans woman, because I'm a trans woman. I don't know about being a trans man. So why make it even worse? You know. So it's like it's all well and good campaigning for equal rights and everything like that, but not preferential treatment, not you know. So, and that's how people see the trans issues at the moment, is like that we're asking for preferential treatment, that we should be seen quicker than anyone else. We should be given preferential treatment. We should be dealt with like royalty, basically, for want of a better word. But I don't. Personally, I don't. I just want to be me. I just want to be treated as a human being, as a person. My gender and my trans issue, and my being trans and my gender has nothing to do with who I am. It's what I am, not who I am. Who I am is going to be a criminal psychologist in 4 years, and that's who I'm going to be. I am Tony, and what I am is transgender woman, and I'm proud to say that. And I'm not one of those that want to make waves and everything. So because it makes people dislike you even more. If you're making waves, it's like people are just going to say, "Oh, well, I don't like you because you're a troublemaker. Look at you, blah blah blah," and that's what happens. And you know, so it's like with anything. You know, if we want changes, we make changes in our own little way, but do it quietly, and nicely, and instead of throwing everything, going bang at everyone like that in one go. They go, "Oh my God, what's all this? What's all this? What's all this?" It's like, yes, we do need equality, equal treatment in certain things. It's like with the gender recognition certificate, we have to jump through hoops again for that. But you know, it's just ridiculous, because why not just say, right, fine, look, here we go, done. And they should just do it. You know, so you have to have this, you have to have that, you have to have 2 signatures from people. That has nothing to do with gender clinics. to doctors. That's nothing to do with gender clinics and nothing to do with you personally, I think it is. And then you have to get a solicitor to sign it, which costs loads of money. And then yes, you send it, and they might turn around and say, oh no, you haven't sent us enough details, so can you please? So you have to wait 6 months and then a year, 18 months or whatever, you know, so the boat will come through. But it's just ridiculous. I think it's just ridiculous, and hopefully that will change. As far as my personal being treated personally, touch words, I've been treated okay. Before my surgery, I was called a creep, a freak, a weirdo, and everything, which is fine. That's, you know, that's their interpretation of me. That, but hey, you know, it's their lives. It's their petty-mindedness. It's not mine. Just held my head high, and that was it. Just carried on, smiled sweetly, and that was it. You know, and if they did hurt me, I wouldn't show them. I'd go home and cry my eyes out, but nobody knew about it because I was at home. Please, I'm going to get him in a minute. And I won't really. No, not my doctor, bless him. But yes. So here we go again. Look, I'm going to go because I've got to sort this out and sort the bloody dog out. Anyway, bye bye. Bye.